done with the video, but it cut out, but that's all right. We'll do 2 videos. I'll upload to both videos. But it says, let's see. Thy nakedness, Isaiah 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Okay? Because he's not, Yahushua, when he comes back, he's coming back with that sword to make war. And he's going to come with those angels flying as birds, in this type of formation. You're going to see order in the when the kingdom, or when the Lord of hosts, or the heavenly host shows up. It's going to be in a formation which represents order, all right? And they're not going to, Yahushua is not going to meet you in the flesh like he did, 2,500 years ago in Rome, all right? No, he's going to be in his heavenly body, in that celestial body, that eternal body that cannot be killed, right? And the phone had to chime on that. It says, and I will not meet thee as a man. He's not going to meet you in the flesh. He's going to meet you in that celestial, eternal, indestructible body in the form. Okay? Along with the chariots. Like, remember, we read it in Isaiah 31 that he says the chariots of the horses of Egypt are flesh. All right? The heavenly host is not a fleshly thing that you can shoot down from the sky or can crash, like they try to tell you the UFOs, which we know are the chariots. They try to tell you that they've crashed and they have remnants and particles of crashed UFOs, which that's a whole bunch of bullshit. That's a bunch of lies. They don't have nothing, because as we read, these chariots, they're not able to wreck or crash or break, on impact. They're spirits, and the men who are maneuvering in them are also spirits, but the men can become in the flesh, but that's a whole different lesson. Okay, so let me grab this last precept. It's in 2nd Ezra 13 and 31. And it gives you a little more idea of this heavenly host, okay, that I'm talking about, which is not going to be like you in history you've had battles and there's casualties on both sides. You know what I'm saying? You have this side died. So many people, X amount of people died on this side of the battle. X amount of people died on the other side of the battle. Well, when this heavenly war happens, there's not going to be no casualties with the angels. Okay, first of all, they're going to whoop your ass in under an hour, or an hour, and you can't kill the chariots, the angels. You can't shoot them down from the sky or from the heavens. It's impossible, and it's because they're from a different realm. Okay, they're not from the earthly realm. That's why sometimes when we're looking at the chariots, we'll be looking at them and we'll see them in the skies. And it could be day or night, but we'll see them, and then all of a sudden they'll just disappear right before our eyes, And it's because they have the ability to change into different realms. Something that Edom, the so-called white man, and the heathen nations, they don't have that type of technology or that ability. How they say, oh well, we're going to go into a time machine or portals in the sky or whatever. No, man, they don't have that. But the chariots, they can just go in and out of the realms. The only thing they can't do right now is destroy America until Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua gives them the green light to do that. See? So let me get this so you can understand. 2nd Ezra 13 and 31, it says, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. Okay? So there's going to be all kinds of fighting, chaos, battle, war, world war. We're going to be in the midst of World War III when Yahushua and the angels show up on the scene from a different realm, right? I shall not meet thee as a man, because they're from a different realm, So that's why it says, and one realm against another. What's that realm? The heavenly realm against this earthly realm, which the heavenly, you know, the heavenly realm is much more dynamic. Okay, there's no way an earthly army can take on a heavenly army. Okay, I will not meet thee as a man. You were able to kill, and you really didn't even kill him, because all you did was you put his flesh today, and he rose up again at Yahweh Shai. I'm speaking of, right? So you don't have the ability, Esau Edom, so-called white man, or all you other heathen nations that are going to join forces with him during World War III, during the battle of the, you know, the angels in heaven. You know, when you try to fight them, it's gonna be a shutout. Okay, it's gonna be a annihilation. Okay, so well, that's what it is, man. You know, I just, through the Spirit, that's where it took me today. So I hope the lesson was edifying. But with that, I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makah Kodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, want to acknowledge all the Akim who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom, shalom to the elect. Shalom.